Who's first?
Me.
Boom.
Hi, I'm Allison from Showbiz Junkie.
Hi.
How hard is it to say goodbye to these characters?
You know what? I was so worried that we weren't going to get a series finale and that we would end up, leaving the show on a cliffhanger. That made it a little easier to know that, lucky us, we get to end this. A lot of shows don't get that opportunity. So although it hurt and you want to keep making something you love, very lucky to get to have an ending.
Yeah, it was very emotional. And really going in, a lot of shows, most shows, don't know that they're ending when they're going into their last season.
Yeah.
So that's a gift in and of itself. But there does kind of, I was saying this earlier, that it feels kind of like that season one where it's like his living funeral a little bit. It's kind of like you're saying goodbye to everything as it's kind of happening, but not really at the same time. Because we still have to release it, do press and everything. So we're slowly mourning in that way, but it's joyous too.
Hi, I'm Angelo with Skewed and Reviewed. Thank you so much for being here. Do you feel like your characters got what they needed from this final season? That full arc? I mean, there's definitely been some intense character growth for both of your characters. I mean, two Nathans on top of that. But do you feel like you've gotten that?
Yeah, 100%. I think we had some input on some certain things, but when we read some of the final, especially the final episode, you go, yeah. I mean, it's all makes so much sense. It feels poetic, but it also feels like the show. There's no weird tonal shift. We always have thought that there's utopian and then there's dystopian, and this always reflects what's right in the middle, and there is some good things, bad things, but in the finale that ultimately equal reality and equal the show. So yeah, I think that also resonates with a lot of the character arcs too. They just feel very organically fitting.
It doesn't feel like it's an ending for any single character. It's everybody gets their moment, everybody has their time to shine, everybody has closure. I think that's really special, and it's kudos to Greg and Maxwell and the rest of the writing staff and being able to stick the landing after 4 seasons. And part of that is Amazon letting us know that it's a final season, giving them the time to be like, okay, do this the right way, and we're very lucky.
Very lucky.
Thank you.
Hi, Allison, Telltale TV. I'm going to ask a little bit of a spoiler.
Okay.
I'm very curious, why do you think original Nathan chose himself to be sacrificed over his coffee?
I think at that point, he's just been through a lot, and I think. Am I allowed to be answering?
You want me to tap?
Yeah, Lily, am I answering some spoilers here?
Yes, so if we're giving spoilers, it needs to be cut as a separate thing as spoilers, and it needs to have a disclaimer. Yes?
Okay.
Deal?
Yes.
Deal?
Yes. Embargo. Got it.
Yeah, so I mean, I think he had just the journey that he's been on throughout this whole thing, and the opening episode, he's ready to jump in the torrent and end it, and Nora talks him out of it and talks about how beautiful life is, and he's very much a different person from episode 1 than he is in the finale, and I think just having gone through all of that with her, and that final little speech and moment that Greg wrote with Nathan and Nora, I just thought it was so beautiful and honest, and felt like how I could see two people who are in love dealing with a situation like this, and it just felt right.
Hi, Daniel Victorio, Temple of Geek. Robbie, this one's for you. I've lost count on how many times I've seen a show where you die. I want your opinion on that.
I have a very killable face, I imagine. Look, there's nothing better than a good death, and if I get to keep working with great people who want to kill me, then I'm happy. I'm happy to do it. I also always I tend to come back. I've been killed.
What's your favorite way you died?
I got hanged in The Babysitter, which was pretty fun. And then I come back in the sequel. And then I get killed by a motorboat.
Yeah, that was cool. I remember that death. That was cool.
I don't know. I don't know why, but I'm happy to be working, even if it kills me.
Good line.
Death by motorboating.
Mark from hors d'oeuvres. So speaking of character arcs, how do you prep as actors a character that's an AI that doesn't even come with kind of memories to initially? I mean, the part of their arc is to kind of access and figure out its emotional life.
So I spoke with Greg about that a little bit at the beginning because of the murder mystery arc of like how much does Nathan know and how much does he not, and I think a part of that in season 1, the theme of like, are you your past or can somebody change? And this, Nathan, who starts off as this kind of arrogant guy who doesn't remember some of the mistakes he's made and is growing as a person and learning from Nora, and then finds out what a piece of shit he was. Does that change him back to who he was, or has he grown and can he be a better person? And I think that's kind of a nice question to ask about people in general. Like, are we our mistakes? Are we our worst mistake we've ever made, or can we grow and can we do better? So as far as prepping and the role, I didn't know those things, so there was no hiding them. And when Greg and I would have conversations about like how much I was in on, Greg did a great job of protecting me and setting me up to be in a position where I knew as much as I was supposed to. So some of these things were surprises to me as an actor and as a character. So again, I kind of you're only as good as the people you're working with, and I was blessed with a great creator, producer, and amazing co-stars.
We have about 1 minute left, so last.
Who didn't have one? Wait, 2. Okay, we'll go quick.
Okay,
We'll go quick.
You got it.
Okay, real quickly then, how can you guys sum up the final season, one word?
Oh, fulfilling. I've thought about this.
One word.
Fulfilling. With an exclamation point.
What did Allegra say?
Proud.
I'll say beautiful. I think it's a beautiful season.
No, you'd only get the one word.
Beautiful.
No, it's fantastic. I just think it's a very fulfilling season.
Last one.
Well, after the finale of the season 3, how did you feel when you know the final resolution without spoilers?
I didn't know at the end of season 3. I asked Greg, I was like, which one am I? And he was like, well, we've thought about it. And we might go this way, we might go this way. And I'm like, okay, I'll just play this as generic Nathan then. I mean, I hope this doesn't sound egotistical. I love the show, and it has nothing to do with me. I love the world that Greg has created, and I love watching Kevin. I love watching Andy. I love watching Allegra. I love watching Zaynab. I love watching Owen. I'm huge fans of all of them, and just knowing that we're getting to go shoot another season, whatever was coming, I was excited. I've never been disappointed by anything on the show.
Same.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.